Florida, Georgia going head-to-head under the sunny skies in Gainesville. 2 games in the books. We've already seen big bats go yard, arm stealing in the circle, and sensational defense. Settle in, get comfy for a winner-take-all Game 3 with a trip to the Women's College World Series on the line.
PRs with recovery even.
The chopper and going up to get it is Kinley Cahalan over at third base. And she retires the leadoff batter. First pitch swinging, Lindy Ray Davis. And sends it into right, 2 down.
That's the freshman out.
Over the head of Rothrock. The double clutch there from Mia Williams, but it is in time. 12 pitches in the inning, 3 up, 3 down, and the Gators coming up to bat when you return.
Of the hands in the barrel of Kinder Falby.
And this one hits her, and you see her fist bump on the way to first base. 35 stolen bases this season. We'll keep an eye on her as Taylor Shoemaker at the plate. And Falby immediately taking off. Does she get there in time? They say she's safe. And we see Marissa Miller and Lily Backus look to the safe.
I think just on these looks alone, you can see the hand. It appears to me at least that left hand gets in time.
Right back at you, up the middle from Taylor Shoemaker. First contact and hit of the weekend, and it's an RBI single. Gators up 1-0. Electing to move up Reagan Walsh's spot. She and Jocelyn Erickson flip-flop, and this one was lasered. Pulled to left field. And back-to-back base hits for the Gators. 2 aboard. And Erickson laying down the sacrifice bunt, and she's safe at first. So bases loaded for the Gators. National player.
Thank you.
There you go.
I gotta get my facts right.
And line right out to Tyler Ellison, the double play, and a huge turn of events for Georgia here. Otis waiting on the pitch. 3-1 inside for ball 4. So Otis trots to first, 100%. The chopper through the 5-6 hole. Reagan Walsh is held up at third base. And so the 2-out single from Ava Brown loads the bases here for the Gators. The sophomore puts it on the ground. Charging in is Emily Digby, and just in time to end the inning. But not before the Gators get on the
World Series appearance. Runs deep.
Popped up to Holtorf. And Jaden Goodwin was quickly retired. Well, to your point, Florida
serves as a mirror of what maybe is to come, some foreshadowing.
Great glove work by Reagan Walsh. They're going to say she is out as Sarah Gordon moved sharply down the first base. A full count. And the pitch sent into right field. Shoemaker is underneath it. And that ends the inning. A 10-pitch inning for Keegan Rothrock, with the Gators coming up to bat when we return. Breeze, humidity, some clouds in the sky, but knowing what's at stake, that one's going to be a fair ball. And a base hit. And popped up by Holtorf. So the sack bunt unsuccessful here.
Not only is that the 4th bunt attempt gotten a leadoff on.
And this time it's Falby who pops out, and Lua Williams is there. So 2 down after Cahalan with that. Tim Walton said, hey, this was a young lady who was maybe overlooked by some, but they knew that she was #1 in their books because the way that she has produced this season, she has quickly made noise.
Top to the 3-hole, flip-flopping now with Jocelyn Erickson on deck in the 4-hole.
On the 0-2 and into the glove of Goodnight in center field. So a couple of runners left on base here. NCAA championships. Marissa Miller, first pitch swinging, and flies out to center field, 1 down. Aaron, you and I have had some really good conversations just about the percentages or
Side also sharing some work.
And Castore on that 3-2 pitch and gunned over by Holtorf at short. And 2 down.
What do you think? I mean, we've seen a lot of softball this season.
Well, I do think it's wide open. I mean, I think that's what makes it fun. Experience and pedigree, a perennial power. As that one lined into left field, a 2-out base hit for Mua Williams. But also, I think of a team like, you know, Georgia, who's kind of coming in as an underdog, right? Unseeded in this year.
Strong in all categories. Defense, offense, pitching.
And how about some great pitching there from Keegan Rothrock.
Born into women in sports.
Because I'll use a line from Ari Chambers. Women's sports is just so important. Jocelyn Erickson gets it past the backhand of Tyler Ellison with a leadoff.
Called as strikes. To me, that tells me she's setting on the curveball in the inner half of the zone and gets it.
This one high into left field, and Otis is retired, and Erickson retreats back to first, 1 away. With 124 plus innings. This one again skying into the outfield, and Brown the 0-2 pitch. And the backhand and the hop off of the glove of Mia Williams. And Mia. Cahalan has a runner in scoring position. And that check swing, half swing by Cahalan, tries to beat it out, and they say she's out at first base. And immediately, Tim Walton comes onto the field.
Foot hits the bag. Yeah, ball's not into the back pocket of that glove. I mean, it is close.
Yeah,
it definitely is a close play, but I don't believe the ball has made it to the back of the web.
After review, the call on the field has been changed. The runner is safe. Florida's first challenge.
Bowling in the circle, who came in relief of Lily Backus. 4 batters into this ball game. And gets the strikeout. Big moment there for the sophomore. Before the Bulldogs were able to break through, she walked out with a 6-1 win on Friday. And gets the first batter of the 4th to retire. That's in terms of their resilience, their fight. And a lot of positivity as Tyler Ellison is caught looking, frozen right there. Rothrock with her 2nd strikeout of the game. At the plate, now in a full count situation, she says, no matter the situation, calm eyes, calm mind. And that one grounded over to third base, and a 1-2-3 inning. We'll get an opportunity to talk to the...
Already a stolen bag today. Actually came around to score off a Taylor Shoemaker single and works her way on.
The walk from Randy Rolling.
Hit him well. I think of the greats like Jocelyn Allo, Lauren Chamberlain, Amanda Lorenz, one of the best I have ever seen.
One of the top RBI producers in Gator history. And this one in foul territory. And right there, Emma Castore is there to catch it, and Walsh sits down.
It's important to remind, too, for those.
Erickson pops it up, shallow right field. Tyler Ellison is there, and credit Randy Rolling for getting two big bat. And another pop-up, and this one handled by Digby from shortstop. So another opportunity for Florida squandered there. Credit Randy Rolling.
6 times it came down to the rubber match, a game 3. They went 0 for 6 in the rubber match.
Leadoff walk there to Sarah Gordon, and he said, look, my group.
This is such a game of momentum, and it's those moments, 2 different attempts to get a bunt down, unsuccessful, and then ends in a strikeout. It feels like it just pulls a little bit of
the pitch. And Miller puts it on the ground to Holtorf. They try to turn the double play and successfully do so. 6-4-3 to end the inning.
in a game of momentum. This
the 3-0 offering. And 4 straight balls, and Ava Brown walks to first. Well, it's a Memorial Day tradition. The NCAA Division I Men's Lacrosse National Championship game of the regular season. Randy Rolling had some changes in her mechanics, and the force out at second base. The play made in time from Mua Williams to Tyler Ellison.
We even recalled that Ole Miss series, changes in the circle with our arms, and we've been better ever since.
And a weak one off the bat of Cahalan, but an even greater diving effort from Castori. The 9-hole hitter, Riley Holtorf. And Holtorf gets a hold of this one to left, over the fence, and it's out! Holtorf, who had not had a hit the entire weekend, comes up with a 2-run blast.
Tiffany, this is what postseason's all about. 0 for 8 on the weekend. This ball is thrown down Broadway, and Riley Holtorf salivating for an opportunity to find her power, and she does. Off the bat. I mean, you knew it off the bat. Oh, the way that feels. I mean, I have goosebumps. It is just a weight of the world. Insurance runs.
Falby, and the speed of Falby not going to catch up. So 2-out single from Kendra Falby.
Hit, we're out of the strike zone.
And this one sends it to right, and it's out of here. Taylor Shoemaker with the 2-run bomb. A single season record at Florida. Another look.
This is another one of those swings I think that was just bound to happen. For Shoemaker, went 0 for yesterday. 2 base hits on today, but not solid contact. This had to feel good off the bat. She is a pull-to-pull power, described by Tim Walton. It is not gap-to-gap. It is pull side, baby, all day long. That is her 22nd home run of the year. Leads this team.
And smacked in the left. Great contact there made by Reagan Walsh. 8 of the 12 hits. They had to walk through Gainesville in a route to OKC.
It scared the people behind home plate.
Two on, 2 out. Corby, SEC in their first season, and that right there, Corby Otis is out. The strikeout for Destin Howard, but not before. It's the Florida Gators tacking on 4 more. They're
sees a pitch in the zone is pull trigger, and already we've seen her take 2 hard hacks.
The 0-2 goes up and tries to chase, swings that one, and sits down. The strikeout for Rothrock.
This 4th, I'm standing in the batter's box.
Moore Williams swinging at that one. Back-to-back strikeouts for Rothrock.
To me, the only...
We've given so much to this program. Just been a well-rounded leader. And this one is gonna drop. So the 2-out single for Dallas Goodnight. And she's not. Lindy Ray Davis back to Rothrock, and that ends the inning. So a hit allowed, 1 left on base, nothing pushed across, still a 5-0 shutout.
That described by Tony Baldwin is what coaching is all about. Has grown so much since coming to Georgia.
And induces the ground ball and retires Brown.
Personal development has been lights out. I mean, again, Coach Baldwin
waited earlier this month. And to the left side again, it gets through for Mia Williams. 2 singles today for Williams.
Time friendship between Tony Baldwin and Tim Walton.
The toss over and getting the force out at second base as the pinch hitter Cassidy McClellan is at first. And what's their connection there? We heard a little something else. They probably picked up a couple of good Guinnesses there in the process. Yeah.
You can't go to Ireland and not.
Nope. Brooke Barnard, the pinch hitter, who hits it into right. And Barnard with the single, moving all the way to third is McClellan. Runners at... Worn the Gator uniform well and proudly. Pulls it over to Ellison, and that ends the inning. But now the Georgia Bulldogs down to their final 3 outs of... And Gordon due up. Can the Georgia Bulldogs keep their season alive? And this one fumbled by Holtorf at short. And so the error by the shortstop allows... And launches this one into right, and she's feeling good after that swing. The 2-run homer from Jaden Goodwin. Bulldogs on the board.
When you talk to Tony Baldwin about Jaden Goodwin, there's one answer he gives, and he said, "Shorty's my girl." And his girl came up clutch right now in the bottom of this game. The 7th inning with their season on the line. An error to start the inning, and Goodwin cashes in with a 2-run shot. A spark plug for this offense.
The chopper over to Williams at second, and Gordon is retired, 1 out. The pitch. And this one in the center field, going back near the warning track. Falby is there. And 1 out. Dig in. Here we go. And the 3-2 pitch driven into the outfield. The 2-out single for Esther White. Over to second, and that does it. That's it. The Florida Gators, for the 2nd consecutive season, are heading back to the Women's College World Series. Third appearance for the Gators in the last 4 seasons. And Gator Nation will head to OKC.
Such an effort by the University of Georgia. Battled through a year that has tested them. Finding a way to make it here to Gainesville to fight in a super regional.
Credit the 4 seniors for the Bulldogs and the job they did unseeded to make it here, to come up short against the Florida Gators.